Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Monse, and if you're returning, like always, you're a real one. Thank you for coming back. Okay, don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. All right, so I don't know. I had already turned it on, but ya se apagó, so we're gonna do it again. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, okay? I really don't, but just gonna clean the ambiance, get the juices flowing, and see what messages wanna come across. Somebody wants to know what somebody needs to hear, what you need to be knowing at this time, okay? Dios Todopoderoso. All right, y'all. My hands are burning a little bit, but we got the juices going. All right. So I'm gonna be using the decks that I've normally been using because I don't know what it is, but they've been wanting me to use those, so I'm gonna use them. I mean, like I always say, I don't normally have I don't have a lot of them, but yeah. And I'm not gonna complain about the weather. It is a little chilly, but it's okay. I got my cafecito. But yeah, so we're gonna start with the African Goddesses Rising deck. This one. I took them all out of the box, but I'll show you just in case you guys want to get that deck or you're interested, or if it calls you, if it's calling your name, we gon' I'll show you the boxes and stuff. Thank you all for being here. I don't know now, remember I used to do the videos really early in the morning. Woo! Because my babies would be at school and it'd be quiet and it'd be easier, but okay. Ooh, segment, y'all. She flipped over. Okay, the Wounded Healer. Harvest. Bolnimba. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Harvest. It's like she's harvesting and the fruits of her own labor. Look at her. It's like after you've been wounded, you healed yourself, right? And you get to be this now. Now you get to harvest because you've healed, you've been wounded, you've healed, and now it's time for this. That's what I'm getting off of it. Hold on. Like I was saying, it's just easier, right, in the morning, pero I don't know, the readings want to come late night. Well, it's not late night. It's going to be 7 here. And it's not late night, but I don't know. And you know what's funny? Okay, hold on. Okay. Yasiki, it says live out loud. It's not time to hide anymore. You did enough of that already. You did enough hiding of who you are, who you're meant to be, who you're supposed to be. You did enough hiding from your light. You were supposed to always be in the light, and you were too busy hiding for whatever reason your situation was. I'm not saying anything about it. But it's not time to be there no more. It's not time to be there no more. Yeah, so the readings want to come at night. I feel like the cards be talking at night. So, I don't know. I still want to do the readings early because my kids, are being school and stuff. But, I mean, you see what I'm saying? They just want to do their own thing. Okay. So for the last couple of readings that I've done with this deck, Isis is present. So I don't know. You might want to look into that because she be coming up. And we have 444. Okay. Which is hold on guys. Yeah, so in my past couple of readings, she's been coming up, and like, look, she's the number 44, and then we have here 43, but we have 444, which is you're divinely guided, you're divinely protected, so your angels are with you. You have the divine with you already. That's what I'm saying. Like, the cards at night, they be talking. So whoever this message is for, you've been wounded, but you've healed. You've healed yourself. You've done the work. You've taken the time to take care of you. You've taken the time to not worry about anybody else for once but you, so you can heal. So you can take care of you. And now I think that's why we have 444, right? The divine, surrender to the divine. Surrender to your angels. Surrender to the not knowing. Surrender and let the divine take the wheel. You're on the passenger side, chilling. Kick your feet up, roll the window down, let that wind hit your face. Surrender. Surrender. It's time to live out loud. I feel like, well, at least for me, right? When I was in the situation that I was in, how do I explain it? Like, you feel uptight. You know, like you're just like, ugh. Like everything is just, ugh. You know, but not no more. Not no more. Not everything is going to bother us. If something goes bad, okay. Because we trust. We have faith. Before, right, like, so the other day, I'm going to give you guys a quick little story. So yesterday, I think it was, I went to the store, bought what I needed to buy in the car. Okay, went, whatever. As soon as I got back in the car, it would not turn on. Like, I mean, lights wouldn't even come on or anything. It was like, it was dead. Luckily, I have a friend, so I hit up my friend, and I'm like, oh my God, my car doesn't work this day. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in such and such. He's like, all right, I'll be right there. He's a mechanic, right? I feel like 5 months ago, me would have been like, fuck, my God, what else can go wrong? This, that, and the other thing. Like, fuck, my whole world is coming to an end. I swear to God. Because I was that stressed out. Because I was that irritated already. Because I was fed up with life, period. After coming out of the stressful situation I was in. Because, again, I was already in that situation stressed as fuck. Stressed beyond the limit. Right? And then getting out of it was difficult. But I got out of it. So that was my first step. You know, and sometimes we forget how hard it is to take that first step. And we don't even ourselves, because now we've taken that step, right? But now everything else comes afterwards. Bills, taking care of the kids. Who's going to watch the kids? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? He always... You know, so you take that first step, right? And you think, okay, cool, I took that first step and now everything's going to be okay. And no, reality hits, right? And you start to feel like, oh my God, how in the fuck am I gonna make it? I'm not gonna make it. I'm really not. But no, we go within. We're not worried about anything else but what we need to focus on, which is this path that God has for us. This mission that God has for us. Hold on. This mission that God has for us, that we didn't even know that we were going to have. But it took all those like tower moments, all those like stressful moments, hard moments to get us here, so we can appreciate it. So when things happen, you're like, oh my God, okay, what else can go wrong? So when my friend showed up, right, he's like, "You ain't tripping?" I'm like, "Nah. I mean, if it's not gonna work, I just saw 10-10. The end. Period. It's over. Dunzo. We are starting something new. We are starting fresh. It is over. We've done the work. We've healed. We are surrendering. We are living out loud because we're going to reap the fruits of our labor. And we're not going to give a fuck what anybody got to say about it. That's what I'm saying. He was like, "You ain't tripping?" Because, again, a couple of things happened to the car prior, right? Like, again, like 4 months back. And I was like, "Oh, my God, like, what am I going to do?" I would cry. I would really cry because my stress level was taller than me. And so when he called me and he showed up, I was just in the car waiting for him. I was playing Tetris in the car. He's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm chilling." He's like, "All right." Oh, he was like, "Oh, some 1111. Some screw came off the battery. You're good." So he fixed it. Boom, boom, boom. I was done. I was good. And that's this. That's surrendering. That's everything. That's surrendering everything to the divine. Because they got you. They know what you've been through. They know how hard it was to get here. They saw. They saw what that friend put you through. They saw what that husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, they saw what they put you through. They saw what that coworker did. They saw why that boss didn't promoted you and promoted Susie, but didn't promote you, the hard worker he's had for the past 20 years. You know, she saw all of that. And so now they're about to see you. Sorry, I don't mean to. I just be going like this, but I don't mean to flip the camera. I'm sorry. But they're about to see you do this. And this. Okay? Woo! So this is good. Okay? A little drink of the coffee. Yeah. Very bad. I like that for you guys. For whoever this is, I'm excited for you. I hope you're excited for you. Because I'm excited for you. Woo! Mira. 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 So she came out in my last reading. And she came out in my last reading too. So it's speak up and liberation. See, you're free. You're free from all that hot ass mess from before. You know, it's a new day. It's a new beginning. It's the start of a new beginning. We are starting fresh. You are starting fresh. And look, we have 333 as well. Atete is worthiness. Because you are worth it. Hold on. Let me read from the little book about her. Because I actually have never seen her. And I like how she is out here just having a little tea party. All on her own. Okay. She's having a little tea party. And again, I see here we have, look. This is always a specific message for someone, okay? So we have the sun. The sun. The sun. And she is the daughter of the sun god, Ra. The sun. And if you look, what's rising here? The sun. The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Last time, the other day that I did my reading, it was like the moon and the moon and the moon and the planets and the planets and the moon. And pleasure otra vez. And see, here we are. And I was just saying it. The moon, the star, the planets. And here, look at all these stars. It's like she's like in the skies above, dancing. And she has that power hand in here. I didn't notice that last time, but she does. Look. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like right here. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, we got Medusa. Pero again, the sun and the crescent moon. You know. I gravitate towards Medusa. I'm not scared of her. I know she doesn't, and she gets like a bad rep, but if you guys ever done your research on Medusa, you know why she's Medusa. I just got chills. But yeah, I'm not scared of Medusa. And I feel like she has a bad rep. Hold up. All right. Atete is a goddess of Ethiopia. So her temple is warriors and her element is bush, which makes sense. So great goddess Atete, queen of the gods, is a fierce protector of women and girls of the Promo people of Ethiopia. So I guess that I feel like that's why those are her colors, you know, because she's the fierce protector of women. You know, there's a lot of pinks and purples, and not saying anything, okay, before the guys start, you know, but I'm just saying that's probably why those colors, because girls gravitate towards those colors. Well, you see I'm wearing a pastel purple shirt, so like girls gravitate towards those colors more. Stop hiding and shrinking and playing small. Oh my God. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own protection. You matter. Worthiness is your Venus. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, vulnerability, and most importantly, we need you. You are deserving, worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts of you that others dislike are worth loving you too. Your creator loves you unconditionally. Oh my God. The affirmation, I matter. I love this. Like, yes. Like, you see, you are magic.
Mama.
I
did my poopy bed.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so you're worth everything that's happening to you right now. Don't second guess yourself and say, oh no, I'm not worthy of this, I'm not worthy of that. You're worthy of everything you put your mind to. I feel like we go back to those moments because that's what we were used to, right? To get treated like we weren't worth anything, like we weren't even worth being loved. We weren't even worth being respected. None of that was worth it. We weren't worth that. And we were. Hell the fuck yeah, we were. We just chose the wrong people because they got their own shit to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And instead of dealing with their own shit like you did, instead of taking the time to heal and take care of yourself like you did, they preferred to attack you and make you feel that you weren't worthy when you are. You were all that and much more. And I think that's why she's here, to speak up. Speak up. Know your worth. Know that you're worth it. Don't allow somebody, I think that's why they came out together. You know, don't allow somebody come in and tell you how to, this is chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know how to play the game. So you're not going to allow somebody to come in and gaslight you. You're not going to allow somebody to fucking breadcrumb you. You're not going to allow nobody to play you. You're going to speak up because you know your worth. You know who you are. You know yourself. Oh, I just got chills when I said that, dude. You know yourself. You are liberated. You are free. You are free to be whatever it is you want to be. You are free to do whatever you want to do. Even this, even feel pleasure. And any type of pleasure, right? That doesn't necessarily have to mean that kind of pleasure, right? You take pleasure in going out with friends. You take pleasure in going and having some dinner. You take, anything. Go out and have fun. Live out loud. Live out loud. Go out and have fun. Go out and dance. Go out and whatever it is you like to do. Go out and do it. Live your life out loud. Live out loud. Take pleasure in the things that you like to do, because nobody's going to stop you but you, right? So, yeah, don't ever allow anybody to come in and tell you what you're worth, how you're worth to them. No. You give that to yourself. You let that person know. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to take that shit because I'm worth more than that. Oh, no, I'm not going to take that because I'm worth way more than what you're giving me. Oh, no, I'm not going to take this job because my qualifications say that I deserve way more than what you're going to pay me. Oh, no, what I know what to do, yeah, that means that you need to pay me more than that because I know my worth. Know who you are. You know yourself now. So don't accept anything less than what you know you deserve because you're worth it. Ooh. Yes. Medusa. Take a breath. Close your eyes and put both hands in your lower abdomen. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have the right to feel rage, emotions, including anger. My God, hold on, guys. Okay, just put a little sweater on because it is kind of chilly. I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be me if I wasn't complaining about the weather, okay? Okay, it says, now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have the right to your full range of emotions, including anger. Scarred rage inspired us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies, but underneath rage can discover your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. I have a right to feel my feelings. So, I feel like we're not going to lie to ourselves, right? You're not going to lie to yourself and be like, no, well, I mean, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't that bad. No, yes, the fuck it was. It's okay. And you can be mad and you can, how do I explain it? Like, you can say whatever it is you need to say, get it off your chest. Those are emotions that we all feel. Whoever says like, oh, I never get mad and I don't know, that's a lie. That you're just kind of like sweeping it under the grub. You hungry? Under the rug and pretending like it doesn't exist. No, you have to face it. We have to face it because that's the only way that we start to do this. I feel like this is like what comes first and then we go through here. I mean, that's from my personal experience. That's how it was for me. Oh my God. Yeah, so at least for me, that's how it was. I was super pissed off because I was always mad and I was always tense and I was always stressed out. Those are all most fucked up emotions you can feel before starting to do the work on like healing yourself and taking care of yourself and taking care of your family. I'm sorry, okay, for the noise in the background. It's my oldest. He's 21 and he's like my baby. Anyways, yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay to actually. It's okay It's okay to feel like that, but let's not stay there for, for a while. Let's just face it, deal with it, and move on. And also, if you end up finding out, I'm sorry, I don't know what the heck happened that the smoke started coming this way now. Also, if you end up finding out stuff, that you didn't know about somebody, and you're already in a healed place, take it, forgive, and release it. Because that person's not going to be in your life anymore, because you already know what they've done or what they've been capable of doing when you were with that person, whatever the situation may be for you, right? Put it where it goes. But yeah, so you're not going to take that person back. You already made that choice not to fuck with that person, right? So whatever you hear or whatever you find out, let it go. Just forget it. It sucks to say it like this, but this is really what it is. It's forgive and forget. Because again, there's no point in getting enraged and getting mad and all this other shit, because you're just not gonna fuck with that person no more. And all you're gonna do is kind of like take 3 steps back instead of continue to take those 3 steps forward. And now you're just fucking with yourself, and that's not what we don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to continue to move forward. We want to see the harvest. We want to live out loud. We want to surrender. We want pleasure. We're going to speak up. We're going to be liberated. Speak your truth all the time, every time. So yeah, I don't know why I felt like saying that, but maybe that was for somebody, but I just felt like saying that. I guess maybe the reason why I say, because I do, whoever this message is for, I'm going to, or whoever it's not for, if you're just listening, I'm going to say something like, I always put myself with you guys, right? Because I just barely started on this spiritual awakening, and I'm barely finding out who I am. I'm barely finding out that I had these gifts. I'm barely finding out that I do have, that I'm blessed and highly favored, okay? I'm just barely finding that out. Because like I always said, I always had a connection. I always been a spiritual person, but I never knew. And it never even entered my mind that I can be this connected to the divine, this connected with my ancestors, this connected with spiritual beings. That now I have been blessed to be put in this position to help somebody else out that maybe is just barely starting, that is just barely waking up as well. So I always put myself with you guys. So the reason why I say if you do end up finding out, it's because I know that there's probably things that I'm still gonna find out too about my punk ass ex-husband and my fucking fake ass family. That's not even my family. And I'm not gonna lie, it does give me like a little bit of anxiety, because if you're not my family, right, then I'm just like, then who is? Where do I come from? Who are my parents? Who are my siblings? Who? I have like a lot of unanswered questions. So, and the reason why I say that it gives me anxiety, because I know it's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt, and I know it's not gonna be easy. So doing what I'm doing right now is preparing me for when that moment comes. So when that moment comes, even though I know it's gonna hurt, I can't stay in that hurt, because I got something to do. I got something to do. And I feel like the divine has made me this strong. That's the reason why we go through all the struggles that we go through to get here. That's why life ain't easy. Shit. If you guys knew half of the shit that I've gone through, like, you'd be like, what? Yeah. And I mean, I've said some of them before, you know what I'm saying? The struggle that I've had with the lady I so-called my mother, but I don't know. Let's just flip one. Dolphins. Hold on. So dolphins, it says find joy in playful connections and let your intuition guide you to deeper understanding. So maybe like a connection with somebody that's going through the exact same thing you're going through. Like what I just said. There we go. Like what I just said. This is what I think I should be doing to help you guys if you're just barely waking up as well, right? If you're barely having the spiritual awakening like I'm having the spiritual awakening, then that's how you connect, right? You connect with somebody else that's going to understand where you're coming from, that's going to understand what you're thinking, that's going to understand this level that you're on at this moment. Ay, Alejandro, no te para allá, ya. You know, that understands exactly what you're going through at this moment. Because I feel like right now, I don't have nobody in my life, right? I have no one but my kids. And I can't talk to my 5-year-old about it, right? So I'm doing this. I'm talking to you about it. And it says to pay attention to let your intuition guide you to deeper understanding. So whatever your intuition is telling you about anything, pay attention to it. Listen to it. And I always say that in my videos, that sometimes when I think of things, I'm like, should I do that? Oh, yep, I should do it. In meditation, if I see something or do, like the other day, I was meditating and they were like, go do a reading. And it was 1 a.m. I listened. I came and did the reading. It was a beautiful, beautiful reading for someone. It was like an hour, but it was a beautiful reading. Somebody needed that message. You know what I'm saying? So that intuition never fails, especially because we're all intuitive. We all are. It's just how we pay attention to it. It's just how in tune we are with our intuition. So the more you pay attention to it, the closer you'll be, the more in tune you'll be with the divine. Because if it's like, okay, like I said, they were telling me, go do a reading. It's going to sound like this. Go do a reading. Go do a reading. And the more attention you pay to your intuition, it's going to sound like this. Go do a reading. Go do a reading. So it's almost like they're cranking up the volume on that intuition. Okay? Sea sponges. Find courage to explore the unknown and let curiosity lead you through the life's passage. Find courage to explore the unknown. What is it that you want to do? I think this comes up a lot. 3333. This comes up a lot. Is there something that you want to do? Go do it. Have the courage and go do it. And it doesn't matter if you know if it's going to work out or not. I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if you're going to listen to me. I don't know if you're going to take my word for it. I don't know if you're going to be like, nah, it's just a joke. She ain't real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that, right? But I'm still going to do it. I've gotten the courage enough to sit here on camera and throw these cards around. And I always tell you guys, you know, I don't lie. I'm not sitting up here that I'm like a professional. I've been doing this for whatever amount of years. No. Absolutely not. I'm just going by what I feel the cards are telling me. How I feel it. You know, before I Palo Santo sage, do a little meditating or do a little prayer and just hope that the messages start flowing in for you guys. And that the message resonates with somebody, anyone, even if it's just one person. If 10 people saw the video and it only resonated with one, then I did my job. Then I did it. If 10 people heard it and it resonated with 10 people, then oh my God, then I know that I am on I'm on the right path. I am where I'm supposed to be. And so are you. So whatever it is that you want to do, have the courage and go do it. It's a sponge. So you're going to soak it all up. Whatever it is, and you're going to just gain all that wisdom and all that knowledge from whatever it is that you want to do. Because like I always say, we're all on the same path. We just have different journeys to get there and a different mission, but at the end of the day, we're all going to meet at the finish line. Because we're all doing God's work. We are all serving the Most High. We are all doing God's work. So at the end of the day, we're all going to meet at the finish line. I'll see you there. You'll see me there. So just do it. Yeah, so just do it. Don't worry about if it's gonna work. Like she said, just surrender. Surrender, trust in the divine, and just do it. Just go for it. Do you want to do what I'm doing? Do it. Maybe it's a different situation, or you want to start a YouTube channel and you just want to get your story out there. Maybe somebody else can relate. Do that. The cards are not your thing? Okay, fine. Then get on camera and talk about what you went through. You never know who's watching that video and who's going to say like, damn, look at her or look at him. And I had a parent who was fucked up, and I had a boss who was an asshole, and I had this and I had that too. And then you get it flowing so well that you'll start to notice. If you go back and look at your video, you'll start to notice and you'll think like, damn, how did I even know what to say? I would have never thought that I would be able to speak that way. It's almost like you're giving like a motivational speech or something. And you would have never thought to say something like that. You even like, okay, man, look at you. You know what I'm saying? You feel good. You feel real good. That's exactly how I felt that day when they were telling me, go do that reading. Because the message in that one, if you haven't seen that video, I suggest you go watch it, okay? It's long, but I'm just saying. That was like the most beautiful reading ever, and I think that was my very first video that it was like an hour. And it was a very beautiful message for somebody. That it almost felt like I was actually talking to somebody that was chosen and somebody that had just barely woke up. And that's pretty much me. I know I'm chosen. Okay? And I'm just, like I always say, it's only been 5 months for me, guys. Okay? So if I have the courage to be here and talk to you, then so do you. I'm sorry I'm spending a lot of time on that. You can do anything. There's nobody and nothing that can say no. And you have dolphins. They're wise, right? So that's why I think it says to listen to your intuition. And if your intuition is telling you, you know what? Open up a YouTube channel. Open up a TikTok channel. Go and speak the word of God, then go do that. Go and tell your story, then you go do that. You have the courage. It says here, you're worth it. You're worth that and so much more. Speak up. Speak up. However, in whatever form you need to speak up, do so. Actually, let's see. It says, Echoes of Atlantis. Embrace rebirth and transformation, knowing that every ending is a new beginning. I know by experience that ending something. Okay, for me, it was my marriage, right? And it was the hardest thing. I tried so hard. I was trying so hard to keep that marriage alive, to make it work and make it work. I'm gonna make it work for my kids, because my kids need mommy and daddy, and they need a home with both parents. Like that was me up here. I can't do this to my children. My babies need to have their mommy and their daddy. Even though I knew there was no love there, there was no respect there. It was not a 50-50. It was not a partnership. It was like I was always all the way down there on the floor, and I had him like literally above me. I was like this the whole time, holding him up, and it was like this. And I knew that. I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening to my intuition, because my intuition was telling me that that wasn't it. You know? And so sorry, got a little emotional there. And not because I miss the person or anything, but it's because I know how hard it is to get out of a stuck situation. I know it is how hard to reclaim your power again. I know how hard it is to gain your power, like to take your power back after it's been taken from you. You know, after it's been taken from you. So that transformation is the ending. And hold on, it's the transformation. Okay, so embrace the rebirth and transformation. This is because that old person is dead and gone. You ain't that no more. That ain't you no more. That is done. You dead and gone. Yeah, that's gone. This is your rebirth. This is your rebirth. This is your transformation. Knowing every ending has a new beginning. This is your new beginning. So if you're thinking at any point in time, I don't want to be, let me call him. Let me call her. Let me go back to that job. Let me call my boss tomorrow and tell him if he gives me my job. No. No. We have come, you have come way too far to go back now. Hang tight. This new beginning, hold on guys. This new beginning is full of smiles. It's full of love. It's full of joy. I think that's what Atet said, right? It's joy. It's full of harvest. It's full of pleasure. It's just full of amazing, amazing things. And I'm not gonna, don't get me wrong, you know, shit happens, you know, life happens. But this time, we already know how to play the game, right? So we're not gonna let nobody just come up in here and play us like we don't know what we doing. We already know the signs, right? Because we already know our worth. So this new beginning is nothing but you creating things, amazing things for yourself, for your kids, for your family, for whoever's with you. That ending, no matter how much it hurt, it had to happen. It had to happen. That it had to happen for you to be here now, here and now. That had to happen. You had to let go of that in order for you to 444, as I said that. You see, because you are being divinely guided. It had to happen for you to see that. Because when we're asleep, right, we're like, oh my God, why is God allowing him to do this to me? Why is God allowing this? Why is God allowing that? Because he knows that we can handle it. Because when this comes around, we'll know exactly what to do with it. Because now that we're awake, right? You're taking a different route. A route that you didn't even expect to happen. A route that you didn't even think was ever gonna happen to you. Like, what? I mean, I didn't. Never in a million years had I thought that I was gonna be sitting here reading the cards, feeling your energy, feeling the energies, your energy, and understanding what you're going through, and letting you know here and now that there's a new beginning. There's a new beginning, and amazing things are about to happen. But you have to surrender. You have to trust that. You have to have faith. Keep doing what you're doing. Because you're on the right path. You're making all the right moves. You're doing all the right things. Continue to do that. Because you're going to see that harvest. Harvest was actually the first one that came out, and then Sekhmet came out second. So meaning, because you're about to harvest, because you've been wounded, but you're a healer. You've healed yourself, the wounded healer. So it's almost like harvest time. Harvest season is here. Actually, you know what? I don't even think I read it. Let's read it. Look. Give thanks. You are being blessed. Okay? It is harvest time. I just said that. Oh my God. It is harvest time. Pray. I think it says pray attention. I don't know if it meant to say pay attention, but it says pray, I swear. A season of great harvest is a season of great... Of great what? You are you are prospering. There you go. Okay, harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have shown. The harvest is not just a fulfillment of your dreams, but of creating them. No, sorry. The harvest is not The harvest is not just a fulfillment of your dreams, but a creation of them. Your thoughts, your imaginations, your blessings. You are being here. You are being here another day in this earth. That alone is harvest. What sees generosity, love, support, and goodwill can sow in your community to create a beautiful harvest for all. We are all prospering. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you are on the right path. You're where you need to be, where you're supposed to be. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever you're thinking of creating, whatever that crossed your mind. I want to be a track star. Start walking, then start jogging, then start running, then run the mile, then run 5 miles. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it. Do it. Do it. Do not stop right now. Do not stop. Do not stop because you're scared of the unknown. And that's explore the unknown. Let your curiosity lead you through life's passages. You're curious about whatever, try it. If it didn't work out, oh well. It's not the end of the world. But there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't harvest. Ooh. Ay, that's a lot of cards. Mi cafecito se me enfrió. I'm over here because the message right now is fire. Like, for sure. Let's see here. Charity, pillar of service. Serve with gracious heart and know God is serving you. So pretty. Okay. Hold on, guys. What I get with this is that since we are about to harvest, right, that means that we're going to get blessed. We have blessings coming our way. But you're not going to get a big head about it, right? You're going to remember those that maybe lend you a helping hand when you didn't have anything, who let you borrow a couple bucks so you can pay your rent or so you can put gas in your car, right? And they tell you, nah, here's 50 bucks, put gas in your car, don't worry about it. You ain't got to pay me back. We got to remember them too, right? Because they helped us when we didn't have help, when we needed the help. Me personally, I've always been like that. And I know that not everybody appreciates a person like that. You know, people say, oh, I don't do favors for people because they don't be appreciating shit. And those are facts, yes. Uy, Chamuel. But you don't do it because... But you don't do the favor, or you don't do it because you're expecting that thank you. You just do it because that's who you are. Because you're doing God's work. That's just it. That's the only reason why you do it. You're not doing it because so then you gave that person something, so now you're going to expect that person to give you double that back. No. Or you didn't do the favor because you're expecting that person then to do you 3 favors after. No. That's not what you're... No, that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because you're serving from a gracious heart. Because you're kind. And you're compassionate. And you're loving. And you're caring. And no matter how sometimes people take advantage of that, we just know that this time we're not going to overly give. Because that used to be me. I would overly give people even though they were being like the worst people in the world to me. And then I would still give. Because I feel bad. Because I'm compassionate. I do feel for people. I really do. And my oldest always tells me that you always do too much. You always do the most. And then they don't do the most for you, but you over here doing the most for them. You love to bend over backwards for people, but people don't bend over backwards for you. So now that I have clarity and things like that, like, I'll still do for you, but I'm not going to go above and beyond to do for you. Like, I'll help you with what I can help you with. And that's that. And you take it or you leave it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to help you. Like, it's like I'm not going to give you my last piece of bread when that's all I have to eat. No. I'll give you half of my bread and I'll take the other half. That's fucked up. Okay, then you must not be that hungry. Right? Chamuel, relationships and assignments. Oh my God, I just said that, right? We're all on the same path. We just all have different missions, but we're going to meet at the finish line. No one crosses your path by chance. Choose to see the deeper reason for the people in your life. Hi. Hola. My name is Monse. Oh my God, I could have sworn I just said that. And like I said, I don't sit up here talking about, oh, I've been reading cards forever and I'm a professional and I know how to do this and you don't know how to do it. Nah. That's why I say, if I'm up here, I got the courage. I gained courage to sit up here and talk to you guys about my experiences and what I've gone through in life and what it's been like for me on the spiritual awakening and things like that. Hold on, guys. You know, I don't sit up here and say that. I share with you guys my experiences because as like you, I'm barely waking up as well. And I'm slowly finding things out about myself. So this relationship, this connection that we have here, that I have with you and you're having with me, is not by it's not a mistake. It's not a coincidence. I'm finding out too that those do not exist in this world. When you're in the spiritual world, coincidences do not exist. Everything has a synchronicity. Everything has a point. Everything has a purpose. Everything, there's a reason for everything. And so if you're coming across this video and you're like, she don't know nothing. Yeah, I don't know nothing. But I bet you that you're in the same boat I am, right? And we can learn from each other. And we can support one another. Because there's a deeper reason. There's a deeper meaning for it.
Mama,
okay. And that is the reason why too, in like a couple videos back, I did suggest some channels, because those channels that I suggested were not channels that I still see those channels. Okay, I'm subscribed and everything. Like as soon as they post, boom, I'm listening to the video. And I feel like those specific channels did not come across my feed by coincidence. Every time they post a video, any message, if not the whole video, maybe half of the video is my message and the other half might not be. Or maybe the whole entire video is. But either way, I gained some knowledge about who I am and what my mission is. So that can be the situation here and now. Jeremiel, personal responsibilities. Take responsibility for your choices. This is an opportunity for inner growth. So the choices that we make, obviously, right, are our responsibility. Whatever, good choices, bad choices, right? But just know that I feel like this time now that we are waking up and things are happening, like we have a deeper, how do I explain it? Like we think more before doing something, because we're here and we think like, I'm like, before I started doing all this, before I really started my awakening, I used to smoke weed all the time. I used to smoke. Because that honestly was the only thing that can get me to go to sleep, because I was under so much stress with this man. So I would smoke all the time. And then out of nowhere, like I started meditating. Till I started feeling the need to not smoke anymore. And my son was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And then I went out and bought a disposable. After I said that that's what I was going to do, right? Not smoke. And I went out and bought a disposable. And then I didn't meditate for like 3 days. You know, so that, but I paid attention to that. So that's why I say, like, your choices, whatever choices you make, you have to take responsibility. Because if something doesn't go the way as planned, or if something doesn't go the way you want, you can't say like, oh, well, I'm on the spiritual journey. Like, what? Nah, it doesn't work that way. We have to do the work as well. We have to put our part in it as well. We have a responsibility as well. It's like, the team is you and the divine. It's not just the divine. It's you and the divine. And they're not gonna fail you. So then you don't fail them. So listen to that intuition, and whatever you're being divinely guided to do, do it. It's for a reason. It has a purpose. It has a purpose. It's not. Until right now, like, I still haven't smoked, and I don't feel the urge to smoke, and it's whatever. You know, and like I said, I used to smoke every single night. And it became a thing towards where, like, I would smoke, and then it would last me maybe like 3 weeks. And then it became to like 2 weeks, a week, 3 days for like I was really smoking like that, you know. Have faith. It's not always easy to have faith. Trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined possible. A courage heart. It takes courage. This is courage came out twice already. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is okay. Okay. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Knowing your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. So this right here, all of these go together, right? Because listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, having courage, okay, will push you more into where you need to be spiritually. Okay? And spiritually, that you will be, your abundance, your harvest comes in, whatever it may be. If it's, financial, or I don't know, materialistic, or more abundant spiritually, more connected with source, with spirit, with the divine, with the universe, however, whatever you connect to, that is a light, of course, right? um it it's kind of like when, like, you're in school, right? You're in kindergarten, okay, you pass kinder, you go to first, you pass first, you go to second, you pass second, you go to third, and then, but you're doing the work to pass those grades, right? We're having faith that we're gonna pass fifth grade, and we have faith that we're gonna make it to sixth grade, because nobody wants to flunk. Right? So it's just like that. You do the work to pass each grade. Boom, boom, boom. Then you make it to high school. You're a freshman. Pass ninth grade. Go to 10th grade. But you're doing the work, because if you don't do the work, you flunk. And you stay in ninth grade for another year. When all the homies are in 10th grade, you're still in the ninth. Repeating it for a second year. Right? So we have to do the work too. It's not just the divine, it's not just them, it's you too, is doing whatever that you're being guided to do. Meditate more, connect with nature, connect with the sun, connect with the moon, whatever it might be. If you're connecting with the sun, go out into nature, go into the water. If it's a beautiful day out, go for a walk, let that sun hit your face. Or if it's the moon, también sit outside. If you have a porch, if you have a backyard, and go sit under the moonlight, watch the stars, stargaze a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a really, really beautiful message. I've been taking pictures and posting them on my shorts, but there's so many cards now that it doesn't fit. So I'm going to try, okay, so you guys can really see the cards and what they look like and everything. But if I can't do all of them, I'm sorry. Ciérrame ahí. I'm sorry. But, sorry, my daughter. But, yeah. So, this is a real beautiful message for whoever needed to hear it. I do thank you guys for being here and for listening to me, even though it was an hour. Guys, I swear to God, I be trying to just a little bit, and it just don't be like that. And I think that there's a reason why my videos now are longer, because now I'm really tapping in to whoever's on the other side of this camera. So I hope you guys resonated with it. Give it a like, share, comment, subscribe. Y los veo en otro video. Bye.